morning everybody, this is Mr. Ali Baba here, live with Adobe Photoshop, coming to you from One Stop Tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to learn all about the move tool. Okay, I've made us a little sketch here. There's a library, there's a table, and there's a bowl. Alright, okay, and they're all here. So I can open and close the layers. So there's the books, which I've called it, the library, the books. And then we got the table, and then we got the bowl. Okay, so we got three different layers. Okay, now with the move tool, okay, say I wanted to move this bowl. Okay, I could go to the bowl layer, and with the move tool selected, I could left click and I could move the bowl. Okay, same again with the table, I could move the table, and the same with the books, I could move the books. Okay, I could even control click, so I got two of them, so I click one, control click the other, and I can move two layers at one time. Okay, now let's say we try this a different way. Let's say we try this with the right click method. Okay, so the right click method works if you right click on the table, it chooses that layer and the layer that's below it. Okay, so you see here we have table and then we have books. Okay, so if we right click, we choose table, we then can move the table. Same with the bowl, if we right click, and you can see the three layers, you can see the bowl layer, you can see the table layer and the book layer. That's because the bowl layer is the top layer, so it includes that layer, includes the tables layer, and it includes the books layer. So we can choose bowl, right click, choose bowl, and left click, move. Same as the books. As you can see, there's only one because there is no layers underneath the books layers. It is the bottom layer. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. There's also another way, and that is there's this little button up here, auto select. You can click on that, and what that means is wherever your mouse is hovering over, that allows you to move it. So if my mouse is hovering over the bowl, I can left click and I can move the bowl. My mouse is on the table, I can left click and move the table, and the same with the books. Okay, so it is quite a handy little tool. You can come in and you can move it. The only downside to this auto select is that, let's say I wanted to move the table, but by accident I was moving the books. Okay, so that's the downside to it. You've got to be very close, you've got to see where your cursor is and make sure it's hovered over that particular layer. And if you imagine you've got a lot of layers, it could get quite complex. Okay, so let's take the auto select off. Another way of using the move tool is if you use any one of the marquee tools, the rectangular, the elliptical, whichever one you use, okay, and you hold down Alt. Okay, you can see the icon has changed to the move tool icon. Okay, so again you can right click, choose the bowl, move. I tend to be using this tool, marquee tool, very often, so it just makes it user friendly that I can use the marquee tool and then I can change it. I can hold down control and I can still, while holding down control, still choose what I want to. Okay, so move tool, very good. Now before I go, I quickly want to show you a little trick. With the move tool itself selected, let's say we wanted this bowl. Okay, let's say we want to duplicate this bowl. Okay, all you need to do is make sure the layer is selected, hold down Alt, and you'll see the two arrows cursor change, and all you need to do is just left click and drag, and what you've done is you've made a duplicate of that layer, and it gives it its individual layer as well. So that I use that a lot of the time. It's just so handy to use. Hold down Alt and you can just keep duplicating as many as you want. Okay, and then to delete, click on the top one, click on the others that you don't want, hold down Shift and just drag them away, and we're back to the bowl. Okay, so that's the move tool. Pretty simple stuff. Write any comments you have in YouTube, any good stuff, bad stuff, whatever you want to write, just write it down. Okay, plenty more tutorials coming up. That's all I've got time for today. My name's Ali Baba, and keep stopping by the One Stop Tutorials. Cheers guys, take it easy.